just like any other day. I woke up early and was leisurely strolling through the field to take my turn watching the sheep. Okay, I'd intended to get up early, but as usual, things weren't going quite like I planned. I know, it's hard to believe, but I wasn't always the polished, respected shepherd I am today.
Sorry, I'm just running a little late. There's sure a lot of people traveling today.
It's a census. We've all been kind of eyeing creeps, Caesar Augustus. I'm Joanna. This is my little sister Snow.
Want to stay and play with us?
Sorry, I gotta go watch my sheep. Nice to meet you. Gotta go!
What I didn't know was that day had set in motion events that would change the course of my life and of history.
We are start, well, when the sun was there, and now it's there.
Don't be so hard on him, Abigail. You know he gets distracted. Besides, I like being out here in the field. I think it's peaceful out here. I can just sit back, put my feet up, and...
Those are my sisters and my older brother. Everyone in the family helps out in the pasture. They're on the early morning shift.
Ooh.
Oh, there you are, Nathaniel. How's the trip through town?
Better than a slightest trip over the sheep.
I heard people have been arriving by the hundreds. More people than I've ever seen.
I tripped over some nice kids, Joanna and Simone. They're here for the census. But on to more important things. The sheep! How's Max's foot? Has Beatrice been getting enough exercise? I promised JoJo I'd help her exercise with her left hind foot. She injured it last week in her self-defense class.
They're sheep, Nathaniel. Seriously, you talk about them like they're your friends.
What? Don't be crazy. They're just sheep. Who'd be friends with a sheep?
I was friends with the sheep. I had the greatest adventures with them. For me, it was all about those sheep.
Have fun with your friends, mate. We'll be back when the sun goes down.
I had a peaceful, easy feeling with my sheep. I mean, I knew they couldn't actually talk, but when I looked in their eyes, it was like I could almost hear what they were thinking.
That's not a possibility. Sheep could be talking or telling their story. We talk about sheep stuff. Sheep stuff. Yeah, sheep stuff. Talk about sheep stuff.
With the shepherd on the way through my lot, he's a little goofy buck, give him a shot. He's always looking out for us, totally reliable, and we don't want to scare him, but he seems so excitable.
Hey Max, how's it going? What's on your mind?
Bad.
You can't wait to get a haircut? Great idea, buddy.
Talk about sheep stuff. Sheep stuff. Yeah, sheep stuff. Talk about sheep stuff. Don't hear it yet, kind of blue. Just look to the shepherd who is watching over you. You trust in the one who is faithful and true. Keep walking in his footsteps. He'll show you what to do. That's the wisdom of sheep stuff. Sheep stuff. Yeah, sheep stuff. We talk about sheep stuff. Talk about sheep stuff. Sheep stuff. Yeah, sheep stuff. We talk about sheep stuff. Sheep stuff.
Before I knew it, my shift was over and I was running back through town, thinking about the great meal I would have.
Whoa, what a shepherd alert. You really don't stand still long, do you?
Nathaniel, can we come on an adventure with you? I'm bored.
Well, I was just going home for some supper.
We have some leftovers. Would you like some? We're staying right here at the inn. We're all lucky to get a room, actually. The innkeeper told Papa it's the busiest he'd ever seen.
Well, I guess I could stay and eat with you, and then take you to see my sheep.
Sheep, see the sheep.
She just wants to avoid going to bed.
Simone eventually convinced me, and soon we were walking back to the fields under a deep, dark blanket of night.
You're gonna love my flock. Now Beatrice, she's the feisty one. But then there's Max. He's so cool, he doesn't all follow his lead. And then JoJo is just so funny.
I could talk about my sheep all day, but little did I know, something unbelievable would happen that night.
So I thought I would try it, but how could it be to try a different style? Sure, I could add a few inches and really elongate my midriff. stripped.
Beatrice, are you talking about that botched hairstyle you tried last season? It looks like you were hit by lightning.
It's called the curling iron, boys. It was totally on fleece.
On fleece?
It's the latest thing. I'm total catch on soon. But anyways, Crimple was in fashion in the fall, and that crimper had 5 stars on show. As for the wool treatment, that had that mud imported from the pasture in Lantham Abbey. If Cece hadn't left the mud in too long, I could have been the top fashionista in the field.
You were certainly the dirtiest. It was bad. The wool was supposed to evaporate! The wool was supposed to!
Stop playing games, Beatrice. You're really shaping me out.
That's not me. Max? Sorry, my U plugs in. What's happening?
What is that?
Oh, my sheepness! Stay calm, everyone. That's right, you can think I learned that sheep defense class up to. The sheepinator. I don't know something that's right. Left. I feel silly. This seems like just playing. What's this supposed to do? I heard it's scared the right players. Sing Gloria! Sing Gloria! It's not working. There are more than appearing. Wait, faster. Gloria. We sing Gloria. Gloria. We sing Gloria. Do not be afraid. We bring you tidings of joy. Gloria. It's good news. We bring you tidings of joy. Gloria. To the town of David, our Savior has been born. The miracle we're waiting for, our Savior has been born, and He's Messiah. He is Messiah. He is Messiah. He is Messiah.
What in the world?
Nathaniel, there you are. Are you seeing this?
Are the sheep okay?
Well, well, looks like they're dancing. Yeah, that's right. Baby boy, and this will be some Gloria. Wrapped up in a stable soul, Savior of mankind. Gloria. Today in town of David, our Savior has been born. The miracle you waited for, our Savior has been born, and He's Messiah. He is Messiah. He is
We could barely contain our shock and excitement in what the angels had told us. Had the Messiah really been born? And why would the angels choose to tell shepherds? As I've said before, I was not always the popular public figure I am today. And yet, we could not ignore what we had saw and heard.
Did it work? Are they gone?
Yep, they're gone.
Yes, the sheepinator worked. That's your takeaway from this?
Those were angels, Jojo. We just witnessed something extraordinary.
We're gonna go see this baby, right?
I don't know. It sounds like a risky journey.
After seeing that, I don't think we can stay here. Plus, I think our main man, Nathaniel, will want to go. We'll stick with him.
Are your sheep okay? They haven't moved in a while.
Hey, little buddies, everything all right? Max, Beatrice, CC, JoJo? It's all right. They're just a little scared. You're safe and sound now.
Did we really just see that?
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it for myself. Were those real angels, or am I having a seriously weird dream?
Oh, they were definitely angels. But what was even more unbelievable was their announcement that the Messiah was to be born as a baby.
But we always thought he would come with great power. Yes, we will know when the Messiah has arrived.
Definitely. The prophets say that he will bring a new kingdom.
But the angels said the Messiah were to be born as a baby. Could that be true? What if he isn't supposed to lead a battle here on earth? Could it be all about that baby?
Could it be, oh could it be, that God never planned to send a Savior in a conquering King? Could it be, oh could it be, what we've been waiting for, our expectations were wishes and dreams? We find a sad baby boy, lying helpless in the hay. God's unexpected gift, born today.
Could it be
All about that baby, all about that baby. We'll read the angel story, we will give them glory. This baby is a king, it changes everything. All about that baby, will never be the same. All about that baby, will never be the same. What's it all about? All about, all about. What's it all about? All about that baby. What's it all about? All about, all about. What's it all about? All about that baby. What's it all about? Could he be Savior of the world in a stable, clothed in humility? Could he be, or could he be, both human and divine, a mystery? It's hard to think of peace on earth when there's darkness all around. But when the light breaks through the starry sky and hope is found, could it be all about that baby? All about that baby. We will read the angel story, we will give them glory. This baby is a king, changes everything. All about that baby, will never be the same. All about that baby, will never be the same. What's it all about? All about, all about. What's it all about? All about that baby. What's it all about? All about, all about. What's it all about? All about that baby. What's it all about? All about, all about. What's it all about? All about that baby. What's it all about? All about, all about. What's it all about? All about that baby.
Well, if it's all about that baby, we gotta go see him. What are we waiting for?
Let's think this through. Do we really know what we saw?
I know I was hungry. I could have imagined it.
People will think we're nuts if we go into town talking about angels.
But we have to go tell people. The angels entrusted the good news to us.
Listen, Nathaniel, people already think you're nuts, but I still have a chance.
something.
I'll go with you.
Well, I'm in. We have to go tell you about this baby.
I'm in too. This is the most exciting thing that ever happened!
Talks to sheep. We have to go see this baby.
But Nathaniel thinks he should stay here. How can we convince him? We could try the sheepinator again.
I don't think so, Jojo. Sometimes I think Nathaniel can sometimes understand us. Maybe if we communicate with him.
The shiny guy said king. Did they say king? I cannot go see king without at least a wool blowout. That should take maybe till dawn if I start right now. Cece, get my creeper! Again with the wool do? Have you learned nothing? I'm smart enough to know you don't go see a king without at least a little preparation. Look, something is happening to Nathaniel.
Abigail's right. I'm already a laughingstock in town. Plus, I gotta take care of the flock. Beatrice hasn't been looking very well.
Not looking well? That's the last time I defend you, buddy. I'll have you know I haven't been getting my usual 10 hours of sleep. I've been getting 9. And you know what 9 hours does to a sheep's body? I'm working under buffalo conditions here. And if you think...
What is going on with your sheep?
It's okay, old girl.
For once, I was going to follow some good advice. I would stay in the fields and take care of my ailing sheep. I was always too impulsive, and I needed to be responsible. The baby could wait. What we didn't know was that far off in the east, wise men had seen a star and wondered what it could mean.
Yes, I do.
Like I've never seen before. I've seen a miracle. A miracle that's waiting for the world.
Oh, star of wonder, star of light. Oh, star of royal beauty bright. West beginning, silver seeding. Guide us to thy perfect light. What can they bring to give this baby king? Oh, what can they bring to give this baby king?
They'll bring gifts.
One of a kind. It's the most expensive treasures they can find.
A star in the sky like I've never seen before. Do you see it? A star like I've never seen before. Must be a miracle. A miracle is waiting for the
Star in the sky like I've never seen before. Do you see it? A star like I've never seen before. Must be a miracle. A miracle is waiting for the world. Oh, star of wonder, star of light. Oh, star of royal beauty bright. West beginning, silver seeding. Guide us to thy perfect light. A star A star in the sky like I've never seen before. I've seen a miracle. A miracle is waiting for the world.
Must mean a miracle. A miracle is waiting for the world.
I don't care if these humans have gone crazy. Those glowing angel beings appear to all of us, and we have to go see this baby. It's decided. We're going to see that baby.
Yay! But Nathaniel thinks he should stay here. How can we convince him?
We could try the shipinator again. I don't think so, Jojo. So let's try to communicate with Nathaniel. Sometimes I think he can understand us.
What if he doesn't?
Then we go to plan B, but let me try first. Nathaniel, I really think we should go see the baby. This could be one of the greatest moments in history, and I don't want you to miss out on it.
Love you too, buddy.
Plan B then? Plan B. When I give the signal, we'll all run in the direction that the angel said to go. But only when I give the signal. Just find that baby.
Oh, let's try convincing him one more time. All together.
Be my guest.
And suddenly the strangest sound came out of Max.
Ba, ba, baby.
Amazingly, it seemed that my favorite sheep had known to do what I did not. They went to find the baby, and so we followed.
The stars are brightly shining. This silent night, the stars are brightly shining. So world is searching for something more. This silent night, we free us from the darkness. This silent night. Freedom from the darkness, the world is desperate for some hope. Maybe after all of these years, our Savior is finally here. That holy Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. That holy night, when mercy celebrates, and God goes through darkness and dark place.
tell the world. It's all about that baby.
Nearly 2 years later, the wise men would arrive after their long journey, but we never forgot the chance to be among the first ones to know about God's precious gift.
In the bleak winter, all creation groans, for our world's in darkness, frozen like a stone. Light is breaking in a stable full of ground, and He shall reign forevermore, forevermore. And He shall reign forevermore, forevermore. Unto us a child is born, the King of kings and Lord of lords, and He shall reign forevermore,
If I were a wise man, I would travel far.
If I were a shepherd, I would do my part, and all that's on Him I would give to Him my heart. And He shall reign forevermore, forevermore. And He shall reign forevermore, forevermore. Unto us a child is born, the King of kings and Lord of lords, and He shall reign forevermore,
So you see, it was really a night to remember, a night that changed the course of history. Hope was born into a world that desperately needed it. Haha, Max, I wish you could understand what happened. It changed everything.
Jesus is King forever.
the greatness of his government, there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over the kingdom, from establishing and upholding it with righteousness and justice, from that time on and forever.
All about